Mayor John Hamilton, and we're here up on the roof of a parking garage, and I'm with Stephen Milton with GigabitNow. We're talking about the new fiber project that's launching in Bloomington. And Stephen, welcome to town again. And
thank you.
Maybe you can just tell us a little bit about GigabitNow. You're the internet service provider, but tell us about your company.
Sure. We started the company in 1991. I was one of the founders just out of college, and we were doing various types of pre-internet technology for local businesses in Seattle. And then in 1994, we started doing dial-up internet services. So we've been an ISP from the very beginning. From the very beginning.
We can remember that, some of us.
So made the whole jump: dial-up, DSL, everything.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
And here you are. What brought you to Bloomington? And tell us about how this project appealed to you, attracted you, the partners, or tell us what brought you here.
So Meridiam was. They're basically lead in trying to fund these kinds of projects. That's really
they build the fiber.
Exactly. They're bringing the funding to these kinds of projects.
Right.
They work with local companies or regional companies to do the building, the construction.
So you don't have to build the fiber.
Exactly. So for our small business, it's low risk.
Yeah.
So it's a much lower risk for this kind of network to bring an ISP that is not one of the major companies. And so that's the problem that we've had in broadband for a long time.
Right.
Is not enough competition because there's usually only one or two broadband companies anywhere in the country.
I think about it kind of like it would be as if you were FedEx trying to start deliver packages, you had to build your own road system to get to everywhere. You're delivering internet services, but if you can use that infrastructure that other people have in place, that helps you be focused, nimble, compete, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's our kind of model at this point is finding cities that have the foresight to work with these kind of companies like Meridiam Infrastructure that will build out a network, and then we act as the kind of initial launch service provider.
Because you have to come into the market and win market share.
Exactly.
Right? You got to come in and convince people your service is better than what we can get.
Give them that superior experience that a fiber network and an internet service provider who doesn't take all of their services for granted. You know, Comcast thinks they're entitled to your dollars. You know, that's the way it works there. So, that's kind of we definitely have to try a lot harder.
Yeah.
To explain.
Hungry, scrappy. Okay.
Exactly.
We like that.
Exactly.
So this network, your services, maybe can talk a little bit about digital equity and the ubiquity of this and what that means for you and your company's interest in that too.
Yeah. So, we'd certainly really like being able to provide internet to everyone. As a kind of early internet pioneer, that's always been my, let's just say, one of the things that I'm really interested in trying to push forward is that the internet is for everyone.
Yeah.
And that everyone gets a lot of benefit from it. And as you mentioned, the rural electrification process is very similar to that process that we've been going through in the US with broadband. So making sure that everyone has access, and then the combination of working with the city's programs, the grant programs, Meridiam's programs, and then, like you said, the Biden-Harris ACP program, the Affordable Connectivity Program, which will basically kicks in about $30 towards an internet connection. We work to make sure that we can provide a good level of service at that $30 price point, so it's effectively free to that income qualified.
That's amazing in our city. To have low-income households, people on free and reduced lunch, people in public housing, people on food stamps to get essentially free free internet service because we're helping pay for the drop. So you're also net neutrality. You believe in that?
Since the beginning. No, absolutely, yeah.
So we're really glad to have you here. Welcome. Y'all want to check it out? There's a website. We'll give you some information about it too. But thanks for being part of our next chapter.
Absolutely. A pleasure to be here.